with a press release where he says, hey, we just want you to know we're in here pitching for you. And we have taken 12 pieces of legislation, 12 bills, and we have passed them. Because that's what you asked. You asked for an end of the gridlock. And so we have passed 12 bills, and the president has signed 9 of them. And so we're looking at these, and one of them, give the Florida one, because this one's amazing.
This is what you asked for.
This is what let's put yourself back. When you were voting and you said, we got to get some people of character in there, these are the kinds of things you wanted done.
Remember that moment when you saw it flash on the screen that the Republicans had taken back the Senate.
Right.
This is what you were fighting for.
You were thinking about this one.
An act to designate the federal building located at 2030 Southwest 145th Avenue in Miramar, Florida, as the Benjamin P. Grogan and Jerry L. Dove Federal Building.
Now, I just want you to know.
They got it named.
That's one of the 9 that the president signed.
Yeah, because
there.
We're not just picking out the most obscure thing we can find.
No, how did they get him to sign it?
How did he get him? I don't know. I don't know. It's the magic that is Mitch McConnell.
Well, Dove deserves it.
Yeah.
Well, I think Grogan, that one, deserves it, too.
This is an interesting list because you've got the 9 things or whatever it is here.
And there's 12, but he only signed 9.
That's true. They were bragging, again, in that number is the funding for the Department of Homeland Security, which was the thing that they folded on when it came to fighting against Obama's
that's the one we don't want.
Right. Like that one they gave in. It was a fold. The Republicans lost that battle. So they're bragging about that one.
Right.
Then you've got the Office of Compliance, Administrative and Technical Corrections Act of 2015. Oh, my God. How often did we talk about that leading up to that?
I was saying, if I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. The world is coming to an end, and we need an updated compliance thing at that office.
And technical corrections. You always said it with technical corrections. I was always saying compliance and technical corrections. And, by the way, buy gold. Yeah.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000,000 times.
Buy gold. Then you have the act to make the federal building at 2030 Southwest 145th Avenue in Miramar, Florida, the Benjamin P. Grogan and Jerry L. Dove Federal Building. That's, of course, everyone. I had that on a sign. It wouldn't fit fully.
You see, now you're using that to make it sound like they did more because you already gave that one.
No, I know. I was just recapping. In case someone missed it.
Yeah, don't try to make it sound like they did much more, huge things.
Well, they did have another huge one, the Energy Efficiency Improvement Act of 2015.
Love that one.
Now, again, you remember standing at a Tea Party rally, all fired up about that one. You remember Sean Hannity
this is
Bill
what Sean,
O'Reilly.
Can I tell you something? This is what Sean and the judge and I, when we were down in San Antonio. You remember this, Stu? Or Pat? And you and I were there, and the judge was there. And I said, what is the energy efficiency of our damn refrigerators? And the crowd went crazy.
They were nuts.
Crazy.
They were throwing refrigerators.
And the president was like, and they're going around with their tea bags that they want to put in their new energy efficient refrigerators that haven't gone through the Office of Compliance or Technology. And I said, damn it, this has to stop.
Yeah, and we got it through.
Right.
We got this one done.
Right. And I also need that building on the corner of 143rd and West
Miramar,
Florida.
Florida.
I need that thing named after Grogan and Dove now.
Yeah, that was a lot of people had a shirt that said that.
Remember the signs?
More buildings named after Grogan and Dove in Miramar, Florida, particularly
we were
145th.
like, that was big.
Yeah,
so passionate. Oh, the people are just so passionate.
Those days don't come back.
I know.
We got it done. We got it done.
Congratulations.
Tea Party, you got it done.
Now, I know there was a big fight to make sure we extended the life of Medicare access and children's health care for free, Reauthorization Act, CHIP of 2015. So you got that
When
done.
I was looking for chips, I said, I want the dipping kind. I want the kind from the 1970s that were on television. And I want the medical kind where the kids get to be on their parents' insurance until they're like 47. That's what we were looking for.
That was it.
And we got the important one.
Yeah,
your kids can be now on till they're like dead.
Yeah. Look, when I was up there, I was saying, look, I either want a flat tax or I want a joint resolution providing for the reappointment of David M. Rubenstein as a citizen regent of the Board of Regents of the Smithsonian Institution.
Can you remember?
And I got one of the two.
Can you remember how pissed off we were about the Board of Regents scandal?
Was it the flat tax you got? Because
no,
I can't imagine we got the Board of Regents.
No, we got the big one.
Holy
we got the big one. We got, when we're wrong, hang on. When we're wrong, we lead with that.
Yeah.
I want to apologize to everybody who said Mitch McConnell wasn't a piece of garbage. That he wasn't, and I use garbage because we're currently regulated by the FCC.
We are, yes.
But for all of those who said, Glenn, you're wrong, he's not a waste of skin. I want you to know I apologize because we got the Rubenstein deal done. He's back on the Board of Regents at the Smithsonian. And the president signed it.
Yeah.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
And look,
okay?
Okay, liberals, how do you like that one?
Yeah.
How do you like
it.
that one?
Now,
yeah, the Tea Party is here, and we're here to stay.
Now, we should be clear that he already had been appointed, but now he's reappointed.
Reappointed.
He's
reappointed.
The reappointment.
Which was
We
the
can
more
do that.
important of the two. Getting
he
him
had,
appointed
anybody
was
could be the regent of the Smithsonian once. Going in the second time, that's when he doesn't care. That's when he's like, I'm going to move this artifact over to this part.
And that's when Obama's like, no. He's not going back in.
He is not going back in.
I got my own
and
guy.
we put the screws to him. We're like, you're taking Rubenstein.
Like, it's funny because it's a mix of things.
You're moving the spirit of St. Louis. You're gonna dust it more.
Right.
You're gonna move it. We might even have a time when we actually have kids come in and we say, that's not the spirit of St. Louis. Let me tell you what the spirit of St. Louis is. The spirit of St. Louis is on the streets in Ferguson right now. That's what we're getting.
Oh, good.
With Rubenstein back in charge and large at the Smithsonian.
I'll say, some people say, what does it matter? It's some guy at a museum. That may have been the right opinion before the documentary night at the museum. But
Did
now
you see
we got
a lot of rebuilding.
We got a lot to do.
We got a lot to do.
We got
a lot of rebuilding.
So if you look at this list, you see things like, okay, yes, there's a lot of sort of nonsense.
What? Where?
Like buildings in Miramar, Florida, and Smithsonian. It's just nothing.
Oh, you're doing parody now.
I'm doing parody now.
Okay.
Like they're bragging about naming a building, which obviously is not why we got Republicans elected. It's not why we got anything. It's just nonsensical functions of government, right?
Is it still parody?
Yes, I'm still in parody world.
All right, okay.
Then you have, things like funding continuing programs. But again, they're things that you need. You don't need to get Republicans elected to do.
Hold on. Pat, the son of a bitch got Rubenstein in.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
Guys.
He's for a second term.
He's reappointed.
Second on the Board of Regents at the Smithsonian. Do you realize the ramifications of that? We've been so wrong about Mitch McConnell.
Don't think I can begin to.
He got it done.
Right, he did.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay.
It just hit me again.
Yeah.
This is the thing we've been living for.
Yeah.
And I want you to let me say this to you, the listener. You think you don't make a difference.
You do.
The Board of you think that would have happened without you?
No.
Without you going out and getting Mitch frickin' McConnell in?
And may I just say, we were promised 12 things in 12 weeks. Now, none of those happened, but they did some special ones that we weren't expecting.
Because we had our...
Right? Because we just didn't even begin to hope about these.
About Rubenstein.
We couldn't even get our hopes up
Dove
on these.
And Grogan.
Yeah. I didn't even think it was possible, so we didn't even put them in there.
We only got 9 of those, though.
Yeah, but I'll take 9 of those.
I'll take 9 of 12.
12, hey, let's abolish Obamacare, or let's make sure illegals aren't coming in. Screw that. We got Rubenstein.
Yeah. And look, I'll be honest with you. I would have been happy with just Dove's name on the building. Did they get Grogan too?
Well, we put Grogan in, expecting that they were going to say,
take that out.
Yeah, they were going to we're not going to give you Dove. We're not going to give you Grogan.
I even wonder if Obama didn't see Grogan's name on there.
Yeah, it's possible.
You know what? He gave us so much. I'm almost beginning to think it's a setup. What's the other hand doing?
There's got to be another shoe to drop.
There's got to be another shoe to drop. And he gave us Grogan and Dove. And Rubenstein.
Yeah.
Board of Regents.
It's almost as if he didn't read it.
That's That's like the Supreme Court. Like all of a sudden, it's just one guy running the courts. Mm-hmm. This is profound in its ramifications, historically speaking. Historic artifact speaking.
But there's more.
There's more?
There's more.
Well, I mean, remember, you guys are forgetting that we're more energy efficient now, which is why we
the refrigerators, and we have the compliance stuff.
But wait,
I'm giving the most ridiculous stuff. Some of the stuff you are probably great. You know, there's Congressional Gold Medal to soldiers, foot soldiers who participated in Bloody Sunday, Turnaround Tuesday, or the final Selma to Montgomery Voting Rights March in the March of 1965. I mean, that's probably fine. Right? Wonderful, surely.
Well, hang on just a second. No, but you had to fight. Mitch McConnell was in there fighting for that for the president to sign a Selma recognition thing.
Oh my God!
He had to put his foot down.
Yeah, I mean, the guy he bled. There's blood on the floor for that one.
So tough. And even
there's turtle blood all over the room.
Like, for example, something that probably is very good: the Slain Officer Family Support Act of 2015. Okay, probably very good. The protecting.
The nicer it sounds,
I know, right,
the more it's riddled with problems.
But since there was, I mean, look, we don't know. But since it was, there was no debate, I don't remember even the story coming up. Usually we at least hear about big problems. Maybe it is something great. And let's just for a second say it's funding so there's another one here about volunteer firefighters. It's things like that.
Did they get that through too?
They got that through too. But
did they get anything about like, how cute babies are? Because they had we'd have to fight. Lost firefighters, lost policemen, and if they were really going for the trifecta, they would have really busted their ass and gotten the All Babies Are Cute Act done too.
Some of this, like the Clay Hunt Suicide Prevention for American Veterans Act. Okay, like there are things in there that there probably is stuff that is good, but none of it's difficult. Those are all things everybody can agree we don't want veterans committing suicide. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, we're all together on that one. But why do you have Republicans in? To pass things and get things through that are not easy for Barack Obama to pass. Barack Obama doesn't need Republicans to pass the Energy Efficiency Improvement Act. That's the thing that Republicans are supposed to step in and say, hey, why are you involved in that? Republicans are supposed to step in and say, whoa, hold on for a second. So what you've got is a bunch of meaningless things that everybody agrees on, meaningless things, and things that it seems like Republicans would disagree on. That's what you have out of this freaking Republican House and Senate so far.
It's almost as if
except for Rubenstein and Grogan.
We got Rubenstein.
We're not going to have a minute of seriousness. I'm fine with that.
No,
but I just wanted to at least get that out.
No,
and let's not forget the 12 and 12. None of them happened. None of them happened.
Just the none.
None
count
happened.
Again. Hang on. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break, and I want you to recount.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we'll count very carefully.
Okay, count while I'm giving this break here, while I'm giving this commercial for...